I am so skeptical if my curls are gonna clump. Can we see how stringy this is? There is no way. There is no way this is gonna work. Everybody is putting this on dry hair. I'm not saying this is gonna be a disaster, but my hopes are lower than my volume after I air dry. When I saw Mousse by Mel try this out,
in a nutshell, some of our curlies are using a mousse on dry hair. Feels so unhinged. Okay, I do need some water, actually. One sec.
I thought, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. So naturally, I'm trying this out on camera with all of you as my witnesses. Hey there, guys. If you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney, and I love testing out all the wavy curly hair things. Recently, we tried out the log method. We are trying the log method. I was stunned and floored at how well that worked in my hair. So after that great success, I am definitely open to trying things that I normally wouldn't try out because they seem weird and like they won't work on my fine, wavy, low porosity hair. Recently, Mousse by Mel tried out this product on dry hair, like she styled her hair on dry hair, and the results were absolutely incredible.
Get into the instant volume here. It also feels like there's virtually nothing left in my hair. It is just weightless, bouncy.
She said her drying time was incredibly fast. Originally, I think she was testing out the Cake, the Curlfriend, Curl, Shape, and Stay Gel to Foam, Gel Mousse, that's quite the name, was a dupe for her Verb Curl Foaming Gel that she got to work with Verb and help formulate the curl foaming gel. I have the original formula. It's really good. I really like it. Apparently Verb has kind of discontinued the version of the product that they formulated with Mel, so it's not the same as it used to be, but it's okay because Cake just came out with their own version. Mel felt like they were pretty close as dupes, so I was excited to try it out because I've been hoarding this because this is really good and I haven't been using it because you can't get it anymore. Anyway, there are a few reasons that my wavy curly scientist brain thinks that this technique of styling on dry hair might actually be genius. Reason number one, this reminds me a lot of my insanely fast wavy curly hair routine wherein you wash and condition your hair, organize your curl clumps, plop your hair with zero leave-in conditioner in your hair and zero product, like nada. You just kind of like form your curl clumps, give your hair a really good scrunch, plop your hair, take the plop off, and then on damp hair, you apply a foam or a mousse, and then you diffuse. It typically works really well if you're using a foam or a mousse that gives you a really strong cast. It's a really good routine because your hair dries so quickly because you're applying product on damp hair and the type of product that you're using. Foams and mousses tend to dry really, really fast. This routine also kind of sort of reminds me of Wash Now, Style Later, which was created by Danielle over on Instagram, Curly Fit Mom. She would wash and condition her hair at night, let her hair completely air dry, and then she would re-wet it and style it again in the morning. This is like a combination of both the insanely fast wash day routine and the Wash Now, Style Later. So today we are trying it out, and this is the before hair, before we style at all. Can we see how I didn't know my hair was wavy curly for so long? This is what happens when I shampoo and condition and let my hair air dry. It's kind of fluffy, but it's mostly straight, but there's these odd bends in it in random places. And like the ends want to floof and curl, sort of, kind of, maybe, but not really. Yesterday, I clarified my hair with the Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo. I'm almost out. And then I gave it a deep conditioning treatment with the Curl Junkie Repair Me. And I let my hair completely air dry. It is the next day. Let's style this hair, shall we? First, I'm going to section it and After watching a ton of other people try out this routine where they apply foam or mousse to dry hair, I do have a couple of thoughts just from watching other people's experience. There are people who absolutely hate, with a capital H, this routine. But I think the issue is the type of foam or mousse that they are using. This is gonna sound funny. Hold on, I had to smell it. I love the scent of Cake Beauty products. They smell so good. Oh my goodness. This is incredibly slippy. Yep, so that leads me back to what I was saying. I think the people that have tried this routine and absolutely hate it are using their favorite foam or mousse, which is their favorite every time they've tried it before when they're applying the product on soaking wet hair or damp hair. If you're gonna have really good success with this routine, it is my suspicion that you need a foam or a mousse that has insane amounts of slip. Now, I am grabbing quite a lot, but I'm trying to copy what I saw Mains by Mel doing. I believe she said she grabbed something like 10 pumps and her hair is short. She has pretty high density hair and it is on the finer side, but since my hair is longer, I'm trying to grab an equitable amount of mousse for the length of hair that I have. I hope that makes sense. Now let's go ahead and brush style a little bit. Mel said that she misted down her hair to the point where things felt slippery. Honestly, my hair felt really slippy with just the Cake Beauty in it. That was really interesting. I am so skeptical if my curls are gonna clump. Can we see how stringy this is? There is no way. There is no way this is gonna work. I don't think I'm using enough product, but I used so much. Yeah, I don't think I got even product distribution. Hold on. There we go. Get in there. All right, I think that might be better. A little bit more water. Yeah, when I saw Mel test this out, she had so much foam or mousse in her hair that it was doing, that her hair was actually kind of like foamy. And I just felt my hair do that. I don't think it translated on camera, but the first few times I passed the brush through my hair, I didn't feel any product in my hair. And now you can kind of see that there's a lot of product in my hair. Now I'm concerned I put too much product. Maybe? Yee. Typically when I brush style, I like to take vertical sections, but my hair being this like damp and not super soaking wet, I'm not accustomed to brush styling like this. I'm having a harder time keeping my sections organized. Oh, ow. Also, the brush is not really going through my hair well. There's a reason I don't like brush styling with gel in my hair. Okay. Oh my goodness, is this gonna be a total waste of a wash day? Quite possibly, which is depressing. I get so many comments on my videos like, Courtney, why do you wash and style upside down? Isn't that so much harder? No, it's not. This is harder. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh my lands. All right, learned my lesson. This is deceiving. As you brush through, the product distributes. I think I grabbed way too much for this bottom section. We made it. We got the bottom section done. Now just like 4 more sections to go. This is supposed to be fast. This is taking a while. I've been doing this for almost 20 minutes and I've only done the bottom. I'm going to clip the already brush styled section out of the way so that I can bring down the next section. But first, I've got to rinse my hands off because my hands are sticky. Note to self, grab less this time. And you may be thinking to yourself, goodness, she is really struggling to detangle her hair. My hair was detangled before I started. Just putting that out there. There were no tangles in my hair. Next section. Oh, this feels so strange. Part of my hair is damp and part of my hair is not damp. Oh my goodness. I would like to take like pretty sections. I always have trouble making my sections look good. All right, last section. And I have learned some things, or at least I think I have. If you don't regularly brush style your hair with gel in it, like if you do my normal routine where you never brush gel through your hair and then you jump straight into this, you might, there's some shell shock that happens. Secondly, even if you think your hair is detangled, detangle it again. Just do it again. That makes the brush styling process really a lot better. And while I normally don't have any problems with the Bounce Curl defining brush for detangling my hair, like I've never had an issue with it before. I'm having an issue with it today. Like it is not being my friend. So I'm detangling with an actual detangling brush first. And that is making my life a lot better, a lot easier. This section should be fairly easy. Let's see, famous last words. See, you saw, I detangled my hair. And this brush is snagging in here. Goodness gracious. And I even grabbed less product than I have been. I've been doing 4 pumps per section. This section I did 3. I am rinsing off my brushes in between applications, so there's not like more product built up on the brush. Maybe I need to grab like 1 pump of product per section. My goodness. Yeah, this product goes a long way, a very long way. But I'm getting that foamy effect that I saw Mains by Mel get. So that's hopeful. She really liked this and her hair got all foamy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm checking the recording right now in the viewfinder. I have been recording for 33 minutes. I think this has taken me 30 minutes. I think if I were really used to upright brush styling and brushing gel through my hair, this wouldn't have taken me this long. This is supposed to be faster, but this is not something I regularly do. So I think that's why it took me like, hold on, 6 times as long? Yeah, I can get my hair brush styled and gel applied in 5 minutes, usually, when I'm doing it my normal standard way. This, on the other hand, took me 30. All right, this is what the wet curl clumps are looking like. And they're not that wet, but they are a little bit wet. Can y'all hear that? Not a lot of squish happening, but some squish. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I will say my hair did diffuse pretty quickly, but I also kind of had to stop early, or earlier than I normally would, because the ends of my hair were starting to fluff. On a normal wash day, I diffuse my hair to roughly 90% dry, because that's about the time that I start seeing this. So I don't know if my hair was the full 90% dry when I stopped diffusing, but I also only diffused for like 8 minutes, which is really nice. I let my hair finish air drying the rest of the way, and now it's time to fluff it and scrunch it to reveal the final results. There's not really a cast, so I'm not like scrunching out the crunch because there's no crunchy cast. And here are the final wash day results. Not really a wash day because I washed my hair yesterday, but here are the full results. I've got to say, this is the best my hair has ever turned out when I have washed it, air dried it, and then attempted to style it again. This is kind of somewhere in the neighborhood of wash now, style later, refreshing the hair. I think there's a lot of really good points about this technique. Did it drive me a little crazy while I was in the middle of trying to do it? Why, yes, it did, because I am not accustomed to trying to brush my stylers through my hair. Here are the things that I'm going to do differently the next time I try this, because I will absolutely be trying this again, because there's a lot of good things about this. Next time I will put a leave-in conditioner in my hair when I wash it and condition it. I will also add a leave-in conditioner in my hair. Secondly, I will dry detangle my hair first really well before I put the stylers on my hair. I will use way less styler. I think I used way too much. This is on the thicker side. Can you see the bubbles blooping through there? It's not a super liquidy, runny consistency, which is one reason that I think adding water to this is really helpful. This had so much slip, and even though it had that much slip, I was still really struggling with tangles. So those are the ways that I'm going to mitigate some of those tangles in the future, because this routine gives you incredibly even product distribution, next to no frizz. It's very light, very airy, very fluffy, yet still defined and pretty. And I think this routine could be insanely fast once I get it dialed in and I get more comfortable with this method of styling. This is one reason I like videos that are a bit longer instead of the short 60-second TikTok videos. I have watched a ton of short videos of people trying out this technique and really loving it. But with the longer videos, you get more information, more of the detail, things that are really easy to miss in short form content, little details, little techniques that make this so much easier. This is why I like longer videos. And if you are one of those people who like longer videos too, I would deeply appreciate it if you take the time to subscribe to this channel. I would love to see your bright and shining face again here on the internet with me. I really do love hanging out with you guys. And because I know you love it, this is how the hair held up through a day of my wild and crazy mom life. Please give this hair a little bit of grace. It was super crazy windy today here in Texas. So overall, I feel like that actually held up pretty nicely. And this is what the hair was looking like on the morning of day 2 with 0 refresh. Wait a minute, is this day 2 or day 3? Because I technically washed my hair 3 days ago, but I styled it 2 days ago. Let me know in the comments how you would name this particular day. Anyway, that's what it looks like. As always, I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!